Suprabhatam, Suswagatam. Karma Yoga is something very special. In all other streams of yoga, you have to spend specific time for the practice. In Karma Yoga, you do not have to do that. Only you have to convert every karma, every action into a yoga. That is called Karma Yoga. Yoga is a science of holistic living. It's a way of life. And that way of life will help us to maintain our health, to prevent diseases, to promote positive health and become happier day by day, bring peace in our system, inside, outside and everywhere, and help in building ideal social orders. That's the way of life. Today, the whole world is stuck with coronavirus, as most of you know. And how did this happen? Wrong lifestyle. In China, people eat all types of wild animals. There are continual generation and production of wildlife, as it's called. Snakes, lizards and whatnot. And they all eat all types of things. And they make nice pickles out of cockroach and eat such things. Smelling. And when they started doing these things in a bigger and bigger way, what happened? This new virus started coming up. Normally, other viruses which are there are very, very small, 0.002 micron up to 1 micron. But this corona is the biggest, 1.25 microns big. And these things started coming up. And it spreads. What are the symptoms of that? As most of you know, respiratory disorder, some fever, and respiratory distress, all these things start coming up. And it can spread. When the cough comes, the viruses come out there up to 3 feet and it can hit others and cause the virus. And China is the place where they spread maximum. 85,000 people were infected with these things. Why? Most of these people were eating all wild beasts and others. And how many people died? Count is innumerable. And it started spreading. Now Europe has become the hub of this coronavirus. And slowly it has entered into the American scenario, United States. So yesterday, the President Trump announced that it is a national emergency in America. And people should take all precautions. Particularly what has affected people is essentially the IT professionals. In India also, we have a few people who came from outside who are IT professionals. Why? Because the IT professionals have a lot of stress, tremendous amount of tensions and stresses. And what is the result of that? Their immune system becomes very low. Stress has an immunosuppressant factor. When your immune system is very weak, it can succumb. A lot of people came to Kerala, and in Kerala, the bird flu started coming up, because the immune system is low, and they started picking up and spreading. And now chicken had become very important food there, and through the bird flu it started spreading. Therefore, people stopped eating chicken. And the chicken producing centers everywhere, what to do with the huge amount of chicken? It used to cost 120 rupees per kg. Brought it down to 20 rupees per kg. But nobody is buying. They said, okay, we'll give 10 rupees per kg. Even then people are not buying. Because they have stopped eating the chicken. So what to do with all chicken? Yesterday I heard one chicken breeding center, they took a huge thing and put 4,500 chicken into that and then closed it. Jivanta Samadhi. Where are we going? Where are we going? This is the lifestyle that we have chosen. So what is the way out? Lifestyle has to change. We have to go back to our roots, and bring the healthy lifestyle. And what is that healthy lifestyle? You must have a strong immune system. I tell, even in China, why only 0.02% of the people have got this virus attack? Why the remaining people did not do? Because their immune system was strong. In those people who ate all types of things and had stresses and tensions in a big way, their immune system had become weak, they succumbed to that. So, in our immune system, we have got large number of WBC, that is white blood cells. These white blood cells are quite big. The size varies from 1.5 microns to even 6 microns. And the virus, the coronavirus, is 1.25 microns. And in 1 cc of blood, we have 3,000 to 7,000 such white blood cells are there. Large numbers are there. And when the immune system gets suppressed, the number reduces from 7,000 to 3,000, 2,000 and reduces. And as a result, immune thing comes down. And since your WBCs are quite large and the immune system is strong, then you can combat such infectious, contagious diseases. Therefore, what is to be done? This crucial thing, we have to keep the immune system very strong with proper lifestyle. This is what we have adopted here. Yoga is that lifestyle. And therefore, we have been propagating and saying that everybody should practice yoga. Yesterday we had a big conference on Zoom. We had 10 country experts were all there. And we were all discussing what is to be done. Everybody should practice yoga without fail. So particularly you have to strengthen your immune system to prevent, and you have to keep your respiratory system very strong. So for that, what is to be done? We developed 5 minutes of yoga. Several times they can do. What they have to do, what does it contain? 5 minutes yoga. Initially you start with Kapalabhati to cleanse your respiratory system. And then you have the Nadi Shuddhi, alternate nostril breathing. 2 minutes. Then we have the Brahmari Pranayam. Brahmari Pranayam 9 times. And that will develop the respiratory system, becomes very strong. Then deep relaxation, Shavasana. Once you give deep relaxation to the system, immune system develops. So what Karma Yoga says, you have to adopt Akarma. Karmani Akarmaya Pashet. Karma and Akarma go on, one after another. So when you do action, when you are in karma, it generates a lot of stress, a lot of tensions. And these tensions and stresses can suppress the immune system. So what Krishna Bhagavan is telling, it has to be augmented with akarma, relaxation, non-action. Action, non-action. Action, non-action. And this akarma gives you nice relaxation. It's something like the battery getting discharged, you have to charge the battery. Every day you must do these things. And let us say that you generate 100 units of stress every day. If you don't release all 100 units of stress, then the remaining thing is going to accumulate and is going to hit you. And once it hits the immune system, then you have a large number of this infectious contagious disease one side, another side non-communicable diseases, and things happen. Another peculiar thing also happens, immune system. What happens? The immune system has got a very special quality. It should recognize who is a friend, who is an enemy. And what should happen? Enemy should be finished. In an army, what we do? If the enemy comes, we have to smash them. And friends who are in our own army, it should be promoted. So this is the right knowledge that the immune system has. But when you suppress the immune system by tensions, stressors, wrong way of life and these things, then it's going to get perverted. Patanjali called it as viparya. What is that viparya? Wrong knowledge. What is the wrong knowledge? You get jaundice, you think that the whole world has become yellow. And in the evening you are going there, you think that there is a serpent, but it is only a rope. Seeing a serpent in a rope, seeing a ghost in a post, these are all viparya. This happens at the immune system level. Immune system thinks, oh, these cancer cells are my good friends, you will tell. And therefore it promotes cancer cells. Over 10-15 years, the cancer cell slowly grows and becomes a tumor. Another expression of viparya is that insulin is a good friend. It thinks this insulin is an enemy. So when the insulin has to come to the bloodstream to reduce the sugar level, what it does, when it is coming out, produced from the beta cells of the pancreas, the immune system creates an autoimmune barrier. Doesn't allow the insulin to come to the bloodstream. This is perversion, wrong knowledge. So one, it gets weakened, the number of WBCs start coming down, the immune system becomes weak and sets itself for infectious and contagious diseases. Another side is wrong knowledge comes. The root cause is same. That is wrong lifestyle. So Karma Yoga says you have to bring the right lifestyle. And what we have been doing here to do these things, we have brought forth better health food situation here, and outside if there are some infection, we are using samrani, that is the thing, something like a fumigation, that like in aircrafts we have the fumigation, like that we have the fumigations that helps. Then in Ayurveda there is a special kashaya is there. That kashaya is an immune booster. The immune system is going to get strengthened. That helps with it. And in homeopathy, there are some special things which are there. 2 tablets in the morning, 2 tablets in the evening. Very small globules. You take that. That prevents. So these are the precautions that we have taken here in the campus. So you can be very, very safe, absolutely here. And apart from that, we are doing all the yoga practices here. It will keep you going with the immune system growing nicely. And the immune system will become strengthened and wrong knowledge will go away, and see that it comes up. So this is what we have been talking to people all over. In Italy, it has become the second biggest hub for the coronavirus. First is China, second is Italy. Hundreds of people have died in Italy. And therefore we have a very strong center there. One of our associates, Antioneta and Sarva Yoga. So we have decided that in Italy for all people, yoga will be spread. People should practice yoga more and more, more and more. Every day 1 hour minimum they have to practice. And this module we have given 5 minutes module and the whole module of the entire thing, giving deep relaxation. Similarly, other countries have started picking up. In Germany, in England, in the United States, we have started developing. All over the world, we have started telling that yoga should be brought. And Karma Yoga is the best. Change our lifestyle. And the government also had made a lot of arrangements here in Bangalore and in the whole country. We have to be very, very careful. Fortunately, India has controlled the whole thing nicely. Singapore has done it well fast. There are also a large number of Chinese are there, Singaporeans are there. They are also prone to become to that. Therefore, they also did very well continuously. So these are the ways that we have to keep going, using the yoga dimension in the current scenario with these things. So, what Karma Yoga says is that all the stresses that we have has to be reduced. So, karma and akarma has to be put together. And then gradually what should happen is that akarma should be anchored in which the karma goes on. That is, seeing the karma in akarma. What do I mean by these things? It's a very special way of performing action. We are all familiar with the two-layered mind, the gross mind and the subtle mind. Now we are hearing this, but somewhere in the deep heart of hearts, in our subtle layer of the mind, something is bugging you. Oh, what I should do now? Coronavirus can come, and then I should leave and go. Or in my place, a lot of people are getting this thing, what is to be done? My father was fine and now he is stuck with this thing, and something is bugging you inside, going on. You are all familiar with the two layers of the mind. Outside hearing, inside something else going on. So this is the outer layer and the inner layer of the mind. It is the inner layer of the mind that we have to keep in calmness, peace, bliss, harmony and love. Outer layer you can do anything. Yogastaha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya, she said. Karmani akarmaya parshet. Seeing akarma inside and doing that. Those of you who know Kannada, there's a beautiful verse, again you remember, I have heard. Mankutimana Kagga is a beautiful book that was brought out by DVG, and he brought out this essence of all our Upanishads and yoga in this beautiful book of verses. Particularly the shloka is very interesting. Eradu konegalani maadu manadalayadi virami sobbane moonadol valamaneya shantiyali horakoneyali logaraatakalani naadu varayoga sutra vidu mankutimma said. So he captured that as ramblings of a dullard, Munkutimma. Timma was the name of the person. He is a dullard. And he is expressing this. What he says, create as if there are two compartments in the mind. The outer compartment and the inner compartment in the mind. Inner compartment of the mind, outer compartment. In the inner compartment of the mind, you relax, be calm, silent, shanti, peace, blissful awareness. Horakonayali logaraatakalani naadu. Outside you can do anything. Walking, eating, drinking, dancing, talking, anything that you will be doing outside. Doesn't matter. But inside mind should be complete calmness, peace, silence, tranquility. Manaprashmana inside. This is the trick, he says. Varayoga sutra vidu. This is the key essence of the yoga. So you may be doing asana, you may be doing pranayam, you may be doing mudras, bandhas, kriyas, prayers, bhajans, anything that you may be doing. But inside layer of the mind should be completely in that silence, in that calmness, in that peace, in that tranquility. This is a secret that he gives. So this is what is told in Bhagavad Gita. Yogastaha kuru karmani. Attune to that self. What is that self? The self is Anandamaya Kosha. That is bliss, blissful awareness. What is the feature of that bliss? It's complete silence. No? Bliss is silence. That is peace. And that has to be maintained inside. That is the sadhana that you have to do. Maintaining that inner mind, go on doing that. The first step in Karma Yoga is whatever stress you generate, you have to release. Karma, akarma, karma, akarma, karma, akarma, it goes on. Then the akarma spreads and karma goes on outside. Inside layer of the mind completely in that silence and outside this. This I call it as a dual mode operation. It's a very special way of doing action. And if you do that, then you have the right way of life called yoga way of life. So let us contemplate on these thoughts. Sit straight with the eyes closed. Relax all parts of the body from toes to head. Beautiful smile on the face. Now start looking at the mind. Take a deep breath and slow down so that the thoughts become slower. Then you will be able to see the thoughts. Thoughts are coming and going, coming and going. You carefully observe what is happening to the mind. A thought comes and vanishes. Second thought comes, vanishes. Very small duration. Everything may be only fraction of a second. After the first thought vanishes, before the second thought comes, there is a gap. Recognize that gap. That gap is silence. So thought, silence, goes on as a chain. Goes on very fast. 10 thoughts per second, even 20 thoughts per second, very fast, mind is very fast. So you slow down the mind. How? Take a deep breath and slowly breathe out, then the number of thoughts also reduce. Then you can clearly see a thought comes, goes away, another thought comes, goes away, silence, thought, silence, thought, silence. This is how the karma and akarma is built even at the mind level. Karma is action, that is a thought. Silence is akarma, non-action. Thought, silence, thought, silence. As you watch, the frequency of thoughts reduce. Go a little deeper. Understand and recognize silence. In the silence, in the field of silence, thoughts come and go, come and go. Silence was there, is there, and will be there. In that the thoughts come and go, come and go. Like clouds in a sky. Vast infinite sky, there are the clouds that come and go, come and go. Thoughts come and go. That silence is bliss. Bliss is silence. Silence is peace. Let us anchor our souls to that inner silence, peace and bliss, and we'll maintain that blissful awareness throughout the day and allow the actions to go on. That is the Karma Yoga dimension. And spread the fragrance of that love and bliss to everyone, which can strengthen our immune system, maintain perfect health. That the process of yoga. Come to Namaskara Mudra. Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.